So Trump proposes a new way of fixing the United States, and that is by building 10 new freedom cities. Let's listen to his craziness.
Past generations of Americans pursued big dreams and daring projects that once seemed absolutely impossible. They pushed across an unsettled continent and built new cities in the wild frontier. They transformed American life with the interstate highway system. Magnificent it was. And they launched a vast network of satellites into orbit all around the earth. But today, our country has lost its boldness. Under my leadership, we will get it back in a very big way. If you look at just 3 years ago, what we were doing was unthinkable. How good it was, how great it was for our country. Our objective will be a quantum leap in the American standard of living. That's what will happen. Here are just a few of the ways we can do it. Almost 1/3 of the land mass of the United States is owned by the federal government, with just a very, very small portion of that land, just a fraction, 1/2 of 1%. Would you believe that? We should hold a contest to charter up to 10 new cities and award them to the best proposals for development. In other words, we'll actually build new cities in our country again.
Okay, so instead of building new cities that we don't really need, we could just improve the old cities that we have. You know, the thousands upon thousands of cities that need hope and improvement. Let's invest money into them and watch as, people's lives improve as they live in a better city.
These freedom cities will reopen the frontier, reignite American imagination, and give hundreds of thousands of young people and other people, all hardworking families, a new shot at home ownership and, in fact, the American dream.
How would that give them a new shot at home ownership when home ownership is still staggeringly expensive? Until, something is really done about that, most people really won't be thinking about a home. And what, opening new land, federal land, to have houses built, really won't have much of an impact on that.
Another big opportunity is in transportation. Dozens of major companies in the United States and China are racing to develop vertical takeoff and landing vehicles for families and individuals. Just as the United States led the automotive revolution in the last century, I want to ensure that America, not China, leads this revolution in air mobility.
Well, no, having a bunch of flying cars is not the greatest of ideas at the moment. I know, growing up, you see cartoons with flying cars, and you're like, yeah, I hope we can have flying cars, but not everybody's gonna, get the flying pilot's license and stuff like that needed to fly these cars. And drone technology is not good enough to have like aerial drone vehicles. Uh, how about we just improve transportation that we already have? Make better trains, fix the railroads, improve the busing system, create more light rails connecting cities and stuff like that. We don't need flying cars.
These breakthroughs can transform commerce, bring a giant infusion of wealth into rural America, and connect families in our country in new ways. Likewise, through our Strategic National Manufacturing Initiative, which is going to be very big and very, very successful, we will turn forgotten communities into hives of industry, producing the goods we will no longer import from China. We will also have a major initiative on lowering the cost of living with a special focus on lowering the cost of a new car and lowering the cost to build a single family home.
You're talking about like using the government to subsidize all this. Um, so why not we just use the government to subsidize cities that we already have and like build that up.
And they will be beautiful homes. And I will ask Congress to support baby bonuses for young parents to help launch a new baby boom. Finally, I'll challenge the governors of all 50 states to join.
Is that, he really thinks some kind of like baby bonus will make it so that people will want to have kids? No. Um, we still don't have like it's just not really feasible for most people to have kids. They don't either have good enough jobs, proper support for kids, or anything like that. And a lot of cities aren't like set up for a lot of parents to have kids. Rural areas aren't really set up for that. Um, we need, again, like better transportation services and stuff if we really want more people to have kids. But, as a nation becomes more and more developed, less and less people have kids.
Join me in a great modernization and beautification campaign, getting rid of ugly buildings, refurbishing our parks and our public spaces, making cities and towns more livable, ensuring a pristine environment, and building towering monuments to our true American heroes.
Everything about the American Heroes thing, I agree with. We need to um, you know, we need to repair the decaying parts of the city. Fix the roads, rebuild houses so people have nice houses to live in. Um, there's a lot of things that need to be done that we can invest in the cities that are already here instead of like creating new cities.
Very importantly, I will also make sure all of these new places are safe. We love and cherish our police. They will do the job the way they have to. It is time to start talking about greatness for our country again. I will dramatically increase living standards and build a future that brings our country together through excitement, opportunity, and success. Thank you very much.